The NFL playoffs is almost concluded. But it comes down to two teams, folks. The Bengals and the Niners. Brett Cott, we are here with you tonight. Brett Cott, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Brett, it's good to have you here in the announcing booth. We had last year Aaron Mitchell and myself. This year for Super Bowl II, we have you and myself. Brett Cott, we have the playoff bracket. If you don't mind, if you are in the game in Madden, try to pull up the bracket yourself. What are your takeaways in this bracket?
Well, I'm not in the game, but just off the top of my head, it's the story of the one seeds falling this year. We had the 17-0 Colts. It felt like nothing could stop them this year, but the Bengals had a clutch drive to get to the Super Bowl. 2-minute drill. Justin Herbert got the Bengals to the dance. On the NFC, it was the NFC North stealing all of the headlines. The Niners, though, at the end of the day, took down two NFC North opponents and got to the Super Bowl as well. The Niners played a very clean game of football in the NFC Championship. No turnovers. The Bengals were a bit sloppier in their AFC Championship victory, but the star power of Herbert and James Cook and Chigo Okonkwo, though, got them here. It'll be a battle between high-powered offense and fundamentally sound football, and I'm very curious to see what happens here tonight.
Yeah, good take, Brett. Unfortunately for our teams, Brett is the head coach of the Pittsburgh Steelers. Brett, I'm shocked you never talked about your 2-point conversion on the road at Foxborough. What was going through your mind in the wild card round when you were only up by, first of all, it went to overtime. And sadly, we probably should have pulled up coverage for that game here. But, you were able to head to Cincinnati, and unfortunately you lose, but they would go on and win the AFC. So does that make you feel any better as a coach, Brett?
Absolutely. Sitting there in Foxborough, I felt like I had the game in hand. I had a couple of sloppy turnovers, but having the ability to send Drake May out there, win that game, have two very clutch touchdown passes, clutch 2-point conversion to win it in overtime. I felt like I was on cloud nine, but it just shows how hard it is to win in the playoffs, to win over and over and over again in the most clutch situations that there is. I went out against the Bengals. I went up 7-0 early, and then my offense just couldn't do anything. The Bengals had a very sound defensive approach against me, and that's part of the reason why they're here today. I think today the defense, whoever gets the takeaways, will be the winner.
Yeah, undoubtedly. And really the storyline goes to, of course, San Fran and the Bengals. A lot of talk for the Bengals, not a lot of talk of the Niners. This team barely beat the Green Bay Packers as they went in there, and trust me, again, we could pull up footage. They barely won that game. It was actually 4th down and 1. They went for it, and it was a quarterback sneak, and they got it. If they didn't get it, I'm not saying that they would have lost. It's just the Packers would have had to have a money drive to win or go to overtime, because when they went for it on 4th and 1 to end the game, they were in the red zone of the Packers. He didn't want to kick a field goal, because you kick that field goal, you're only up by 6. With how the Excel clock works, there it is. So now we are going to go ahead and get ready here and get ready for the actual stadium entrance here. So here we are. Super Bowl in San Francisco. It is Super Bowl II of CKFL. It is Niners and it is the Bengals. Covered in Levi Stadium. Super Bowl II. Holy shit, it's a distinct. Man, that happened to me last playoff. It was the Bears and it was the You want to know what I think it is? I think sometimes when they stay in the pre-menu too long, that's what happens.
That might be what it is.
Yeah, they stay in the the pre-menu. And also, Brett, are you able to actually go in the game now, or are you by your console, or are you away from console?
I am on my laptop. I am away from console.
What you could do is, do you have any extra device like phone or like phone, laptop, anything? Because you could pull up the Neon League. You may want to actually refer to some of these roster spots. I always have the roster spot. I'll do lineups of offense, defense, whatever. But like, you might want to go ahead and have some things available.
Right.
Something like
feel
that.
feel free to introduce the lineups that we're going to be seeing tonight.
Yeah, of course. We can go ahead and get to it here. While they go ahead and let me see what I want to do here. Yeah, we can go about position. Yeah. All right, so yes, we will do lineup introductions here as they load in the game here. So they are ready to go. We are going to try the intro one more time, of course. These two teams were first round exits last year in the postseason. And I mean, I'm almost pretty positive. I think the Bengals lost from a 2-point conversion to the Colts, or maybe that was the Raiders. So like I said, it's hard to remember, but all I know is neither of these teams were in the Final Four last year. Neither of these teams were in the Super Bowl last year. So here we go. It is the Super Bowl. Levi's Stadium, home of the San Francisco 49ers. And this is it, folks. If you're going to win a Super Bowl, you would hope it is going to be on your home turf. Brett Cott, play-by-play, over to you.
Kick is up and away. The Niners will receive the kick here first. Kickoff return. There's a bit of a lane here. Stuffed. Positive yardage, though, on that return past the 30.
Yeah, Brett, that's a new kickoff rule that's implemented in the in the NFL and obviously translated here in the Coach K Football League. In the end zone, in the air, 30-yard line, it bounces and hits the end zone. It's 20-yard line plus 4 yards there. It's net for the offense.
Yes, so here we have the superstar quarterback Jalen Hurts taking his first snap of this Super Bowl. Star receiver Jamar Chase on the outside, but it'll be Jonathan Taylor getting the first carry. And there's a sack for the Bengals star cornerback Pat Surtain here on the first play of the game.
Brett, if I recall, you used to have Pat Surtain. What's going through your mind here, having him in the past in your team?
I wish all the best for him. I think it was a deal that worked out for both sides. Here on second down now, there'll be a pass caught over the middle. Set up a third and medium here for these 49ers. It's a big situation here to convert. If it's an incompletion here, they might have to punt early in this one.
Yeah, 3rd and 6, 3rd and medium is what they call it. And, you're looking for anything, underneath that can convert to that first down. But if that deep pass is there, you go for it and play aggressive.
Yes, we see a little levels concept here on 3rd down. The pressure came. It's incomplete. Throw out of a sack. 4th and 6, and the Niners are going for it. Wow. I don't know if I agree with this call. I feel like you got here because of your defense. You trust your defense in this situation. This is a bold call here by Hayden.
Absolutely, Brett. 4th and 6. Here we go.
Hurts. Empty set. He's back to pass. He has the read early, and it's caught. First down by Trey Palmer, getting his first catch of the game.
Yeah, but you know what?
That's bold.
But you know what? Super Bowl, Super Niners. That's really what they told me a long time ago. When you make the Super Bowl, you're a super team. And when you're a super team, you have super moments. First down, San Fran.
They'll hand it back to Taylor here, try to get something going on the ground. What I'll say about the Bengals, last season, I ran 28 times in a game against him. And ever since then, he has not let someone run on him the same way that he did that day. He made an adjustment. It's worked. 2nd and 9 now. Set up those second down and longs. You want to put them team in passing situations, and that was almost picked. Honestly, should have been picked, but you see no pick artist there, and he drops the pick. It's 3rd and 9.
Yeah, that's inside cross. There's a low-high read. There's a drag route. There's an in route about 11 yards downfield, maybe 9. and unfortunately made the wrong read. It should have went low. He went high.
3rd and 9 here. Hayden looking to dial up some crossers. Audibles away from that. Looking at this defense. Bryson loves running a lot of dime defense here. It's a tough coverage to analyze, a tough coverage to stop. 3rd down, incomplete. He had that crosser over the middle. He had B. I felt like for a second he missed that read. Incomplete. Another 4th down. Another tough call here. He's going to go for it once again.
Well, Jalen Hurts is impatient. I know it's a Super Bowl. I know he lost many years ago versus KC, but, you have people open, 3-man rush, a quarterback spy. Stay patient in the pocket and make the throw.
4th down. He has the crosser. It's caught, and it's going to be a touchdown. Danny Gray. Who had that for the first TD of the Super Bowl?
Not me.
What a play.
I'll tell you right now, Brett, I didn't have him for a first touchdown, but someone out there gambled and they picked him for the first touchdown of this game. They're going crazy. I'm reading right now in my sports book, he was over plus 1,900 for the first touchdown of the game. And that's pretty lucrative if you ask me. I mean, that's 19-1 odds.
Hayden has ice in his veins. 2 4th downs, 2 conversions. The second one, he gets 6. How will the Bengals respond? Justin Herbert will get his first drive of the game now.
Yeah, absolutely, Brett. And, if we have a score next time during the extra point, we'll leave some time for the lineup introductions. But, 7-0, what a drive. I got to give it. But my advice when you play Bryson in the Bengals dime defense, he's not blitzing. He's only sending 3 people. Stay in the pocket, stay tight, use your mechanics, make the throw.
It'll be a 1st down carry here. Inside zone for James Cook. Stuffed at the line. Bryson, he does not like running it. I'm very surprised to see him go with a run there on 1st down. I have to assume he's going pass here now.
Yeah, but, when you got a superstar running back with Tank and, all the intangibles you want to ask for in a running back in this league, first of all, he's not
Cook
superstar.
Doesn't have that, though.
No. Oh, he's star dev. Jeez Louise,
pressure's
that's on me.
coming, and Herbert, oh man, almost a sack. Bryson gets a bit lucky there. Favorable animation for him. That was almost a disaster, but it's just 3rd and 9.
Yeah, that's on me. That's on me for the dev thing, but I really don't know why he's not using Jared Peoples, 94 speed rookie running back.
Oh, he dials up. Hayden dials up mid-blitz there. He presses his guys. He says, my defense is better than your offense. The pressure came. 4th down. Bengals are now going for it.
I'm sensing this is an NFC, AFC, little beef here. This is big for the Niners. Can they make a statement for the NFC Union?
A lot of people in the Discord saying the AFC is better. The NFC isn't comp. It'll be Herbert on the scramble. He's got the first. He almost fumbled there when he dives like that. That's a risk. But Herbert does not cough up the football. A 3rd big 4th down conversion here in this first quarter.
Yeah, top 10 pick for a reason, Brett. 1st down.
And he'll throw into the flat here. It'll be a 1st down. Khalil Shakir, the new superstar player for the Bengals, devved up just this week, along with Chigo Okonkwo for his offense.
That's right.
Now here, 1st and 10 once again. All day in the pocket, Herbert will hit Okonkwo. His first catch of the day, a gain of 8.
Yeah, 2nd and 2 here. This is where you want to either do a play-action bomb and try to test the secondary of San Francisco and EJ's speed in the middle, or you just run the ball and get the first.
He does run it, and he does get the first. A favorable running lane there for James Cook. I almost thought you saw that cover 3 look. He could have dialed up some verticals there, maybe found something down the seam, but you can't pass up a free 1st down. Now here on first down, he goes to the zig. Maybe a bit of a rough read, but he does make the grab. 2nd and 7.
Yeah, but Zig's one of the more powerful routes in this game. It's really a deceptive route. You think it's going to be a drag route. It could be a slant. No, it's going the backwards direction, inverted for Zig.
That's how I made my way to the divisional round, those zigs. Here we see a little corner route, and it's caught. James Cook, his first reception of the game, and it's 1st and goal for the Bengals.
Yeah, 1st and goal to goal. This is where really, offenses make their, pay dirt. Get it in the end zone. Go for 7.
Herbert looking to the end zone, and he's got Okonkwo for the touchdown.
Yeah, tight ends, tight catch. What a job that time. Touchdown, no flags.
You see that little high ball there on the outer edge. There was nothing the defense could do. 3 4th down conversions for these two teams. 7 points on the board for each of them. Both teams taking risks, and they're pressing the right buttons early in this one to put points on the board.
Yeah, absolutely, Brett. 7-7. We have a kickoff here. Right sideline had some room. 30-yard line will net a touchback through the air. But this is a big drive, Brett. 7-7. It's really a matter of, hey, look, both teams have a 4th down conversion or 2. And it's really a game of who's going to mess up first. And that's just sports.
Right. If I'm the Niners, I'm thinking, how can I establish the run? It's hard to beat Bryson through the air consistently, but he might have Chase there. Chase, the deep post for 6.
That's, astronomical. You have a guaranteed 7 yards. I used to watch John Gruden football. It's called football camp. Him and Andrew Luck sat down. He said, Luck, if you have someone open 70 yards down the flat, do you take it? He says, no, coach. He goes, you kidding me? You can't go broke taking a profit. You take that 70 yards in the NFL and you be happy with it. No, that's old school football, Gruden. He went deep and he went deep and he went for that deep crosser. He went for glory. Glory is what they have tonight. Hurts to Chase connection for 7.
That's where Bryson's defense is a bit vulnerable when you have that speedy receiver on the outside that can burn that press coverage. Bryson's going to have to adapt to that. I wonder what Bryson will do. But for now, he's got to play some offense. He's in catch-up mode once again, down by 7. 1st and 10 for Herbert. He'll hand off. Cook, no running lanes there. No gain for Cook. And no huddle. I kind of like the look here. Running some tempo.
I sense a little uneasiness from Bryson's part in the Bengals.
You want to take back the momentum, though. It'll be a check down there. Okonkwo, he'll get 7 yards. I like it because Hayden got the momentum with that deep post, and you don't want to huddle up. You want to find a way to get the momentum back quickly. Get Hayden on his back foot. I see both sides. You want to make sure you're dialing up the plays that can give yourself the best chance of success. 3rd down here, a big 3rd down. Bryson, he's looking long. He has a man wide open. Oh, man, a busted coverage.
Yep.
Another touchdown for the Bengals.
Yeah, if he had over in the first half, it already hit. And, it's going to be 14-13 here. But we are going to meet the offense here of the Cincinnati Bengals. We had the quarterback from Oregon, Justin Herbert. The running back, James Cook from Georgia. There is no fullback on the depth chart. Hollywood Brown. As a receiver, Quentin Johnson, Khalil Shakir, Juju Smith-Schuster. Chigowing Okwanu, the tight end. Left tackle, Josh Jones. Left guard, John Ryan, the veteran. The center, Luke Whiteboard.
We have the kickoff return.
Are you kidding me? That is unreal.
While you're doing the intros.
That is unbelievable.
Never a dull moment in the Super Bowl.
Man, I was trying to get the lineups out there, man. Try to give these guys some credit for being in this league in the Super Bowl. And just when we turned...
Danny Gray.
Are you kidding me?
Danny Gray. His 2nd touchdown. The game of his life.
That is absolutely unreal, Brett. And, when you split the sea and they say the Red Sea parts, right? And you have that middle run, that's just execution of blocking. Are the Bengals going to have an answer for that Niners offense / special teams? Short answer, no. Long answer, I could see it.
That's that's where we see some of the people in this league love kicking off to the side
Right,
because you're
absolutely.
a lot less likely to give up those big returns. It's a lot more boom bust kicking it into the middle.
Yeah, you're going to see the right tackle there, Patrick McCurry, and the right guard, City Sow, for this Bengals offense, who we have now completed going over their team.
Hayden gives a little look and double mug. Herbert just had nothing there. Every route was bagged. 2nd and 10, Herbert just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, that's really going to be one of those awkward plays in the stat book. Is it a sack? Is it a rush for no yards? I believe that was a rush for no yards, and it's going to be 2nd and 10.
Herbert looking long once again. Okonkwo, another catch. Another first down for the Bengals.
Okwongo is only standing at 6'3", but 238 pounds, 30-year tight end out of Maryland, and he has tank, grab and go, and matchup nightmare. He's an X factor at double me.
Absolutely. And now it'll be a little tap pass here. I love those little tap passes, and the easy way to get yardage. You get 8 here.
Yeah, I know you like that in Dynasty, Brett. Takeoff, right? Yep, trust me, Brett.
Absolutely.
Takeoff is one of the more powerful things in college football, just like quick jump.
Herbert, play action here. 2nd and 2. He'll dump it off to Cook, and it's a first down once again for the Bengals. No answers for either team on defense.
Yeah, a big reason why I lost that wildcard game against the Raiders is we just couldn't get stops. 3 for 3 on 4th down for the Raiders, and it even shows in this game how hard defense is.
Cook, stretch to the outside. I love the commitment that Bryson has to establish the run in this game. He's running it. Hayden is a smart player. Hayden is going to see Herbert passing a lot, and he's going to say, well, I can pass commit. But because Bryson is keeping Cook involved, Hayden doesn't have that luxury. Here on 2nd and 4, Herbert, he fumbles, and the offense gets the ball. A bailout there for Bryson. Almost a turning point in this game.
Yeah, heads or tails. It was tails there. The Bengals got the right coin flip, but next time up, it really could be heads.
Bryson's been a bit, he's been bold. He's got Cook out in the flat. Cook inside the 10, 1st and goal. Bryson has ran a bit with Herbert in this game. He hasn't gotten punished for it yet. I'm curious if he will get punished in the future.
Yeah, cover 0. It's a gambling blitz. He took the guy who was guarding the running back and made it a hook zone.
And he's got the crosser, Hollywood Brown, his 2nd touchdown of the game. 21-21, barring the extra point. An absolute shootout here at Levi Stadium.
Yeah, we're going to go ahead and really quick go now to the Niners offense, and we're going to meet them. We have Jalen Hurts, quarterback from Oklahoma. John Taylor, running back from Wisconsin. The veteran fullback, Hunter Luepke. Receivers, Chase Palmer and Danny Gray, the 78 overall. He scored twice for them tonight. Jonnu Smith, the tight end, and the O-lineman, Akeem Ekwonu. Left tackle, left guard, Quinn Nelson, superstar. Center, Creed Humphrey. Right guard, Dalton Reisner. And the right tackle, he's a star, Evan Neal. Brett, back to you.
Just in time here. He's looking long. This should be picked. Surtain over there, and Surtain has it. PS2 going the other way. A bad read there by Hayden. You just can't make that throw. Surtain was with him every step of the way, and we have the first takeaway in this one.
Yeah, honestly, Pat Surtain, one of the best corners in this game, learned really a lot from his dad. And, really in the Super Bowl, those are the plays you want to see the stars make. You go out there and make a trade for a star player. Let's make a star play. He did right there in primetime football.
Absolutely. He has been a star in this game. Just a tough scheme to consistently score on. If you're Hayden, you have to find a way to get a stop on defense. You can't keep putting your defense in these situations. And Bryson just continues to score. First down. Twitch stream.
Yeah. Is this happening for you too, Brett?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't think it's my internet. Let me see what happens here. I think we're good. Yeah, oh, no, we're not. I kept hitting refresh. We really appreciate everyone here in the stream as we are going to go ahead and see what is happening here. The Twitch stream
his stream just got cooked, I think.
Yeah, so what we can go ahead and do is
they DC? Oh, they DC'd, bro. His internet shut off.
Oh no. Man, that is one of those moments where you're like, well, wait, how do we know? Are we sure it's him and not Bryson's Wi-Fi?
Look in the lobby. I mean, it might be Bryson.
Well,
So it wasn't. Controversy in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I'm trying to think what we're gonna do now, Brett. The desync is back. So we do apologize, everyone who was able to join us tonight. We really appreciate your viewership here for the Super Bowl. We're gonna now figure out what we're gonna do here with the Super Bowl. I think the most fair thing is to go ahead and maybe give Bryson a 7-point lead. You know what we could do here? Here, I'm going to go ahead and get them in the call. Hold on. Get in call at Bryson and at... Hey, I'm going to propose something real quick.
We'll get him in the booth here.
Let me see. Bryson, we got to wait till Hayden joins. I want to know Hayden's thoughts on this. Bryson, you can give us...
Bryson also, he can't talk. I mean, he can message in the chat.
Let me see what's going on here with... All right, he's in. So look, Hayden and Bryson, what we could do is we could give Bryson a 7-point lead, and then we play a full game, but he gets the ball, Bryson, but then we shrink the quarters to only 3-minute quarters because... that would have been the same amount of time left because 3 times 3-minute quarters times 4 is 12 minutes, and there was 12 minutes of the game exactly. So I don't know if you want to do that. I mean, if you want to play a full game, you can, but also I just feel like I don't know what you guys want to do. I mean, if you want to play a full game, go ahead. It's just...
In my opinion, this is the Super Bowl. We should get it to the exact situation that it was in.
So if that would just be...
Then,
I mean...
If we don't, then there's going to be controversy about this and that. And, you know, it should be where...
I thought it was 21-14. Oh, I thought it was 21-14.
It was tied at 21.
21-21, Bryson's ball. So are you guys just going to get in the game then and chew clock?
They can knee. They can knee it out really quick. They can score. I don't know if they want to go through scoring 3 times or if they want to just start 0-0. It's the same situation either way. I get it if you want the stats.
Not third, second. I mean, what I would do is just, I mean, look, it really doesn't matter. I mean, like, you guys might want some stats and stuff. So what we can maybe do is, maybe do like, 2 touchdowns. See, that's kind of hard, dude. Yeah, typical EA Sports, man. Yeah, let's see what Tanner's typing here in the chat.
I don't think I'm pretty sure my internet was just struggling with the stream.
Were you lagging at all? Was there any like?
Yeah, a little bit, yeah. But I didn't want to say anything, so I didn't want to make it sound like I was making excuses.
Yeah, I think it's fair you guys get some XP. I mean, I agree with Tanner. I would just give the same players the touchdowns. So give Danny Gray 2 touchdowns. Give Chase 1, and then give for Bryson Cook, Aguero, and someone else 1.
Okonkwo got 1. Hollywood got 2.
Got it. So yeah, I mean that's pretty much best we can do. Go ahead and just get it in, guys. We see AJ in the chat. What's up, man? So like I said, we're gonna go ahead and get that going.
That's just a big shame in the biggest game of the year to have some difficulties. But hey, that's Madden for you. That's just
yeah, it's EA Sports for you, man. So Hayden, are you gonna try one more time? And if it's not decent, then we won't stream it.
That would suck though. I mean, this is the Super Bowl.
True. Yeah. So let's go ahead and, like I said, thanks for your patience here on YouTube chat. So yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and reboot it up here, get your stream back up, and boom.
It's like the Super Bowl with the 49ers where like the lights went out.
Yep, exactly.
all right. Well, at least we know the situation now. It's just a matter of
Yeah, so I'll wait for you to restream on Bryson's Super Bowl.
Just a matter of waiting it out.
Right. And, like I said, guys, obviously... Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was just letting you know that I'm live again.
Got it, thanks.
Yeah, I see.
So, yeah, go ahead and load in, guys. Click in, and then you can leave the call, and good luck. You guys know what to do. It should be Bryson's ball around midfield, and 2 minutes left.
And
I guess another thing that will be messed up is, like, the play call limit.
That's fine. Whatever.
That's fine.
That's not a big deal, I don't think.
It's not. Thanks, guys. Good luck, and please leave the call. Thank you.
All right.
Well, we are back, and Brett Cott, as they go ahead and do what they have to do, what we can go ahead and do is go into the game now and go over some stuff, in the game and all that stuff. One thing I'll share about my Denver Broncos as they do some things here is I was able to get 2 DevOps. They always do DevOps in franchise for the Super Bowl. I was able to get my young running back, Jalen Wright, superstar dev, and he is going to be able to get tank. If I had to choose my 3 abilities, probably tank. Let me think what else I want to do here. So some running back abilities here. Reach for it. You have balance beam, spin cycle, return man, energizer. Recuperation, steamroller, trying to see here. Playmaker wouldn't be trash.
On a running back, though?
I know. I'm going to go goal line back. I'm not going off a conservative. I feel that's how you fumble.
Yeah.
Honestly,
I had my first game. So for those that aren't like in the league, my running back Jonathan Brooks got a dev up 2 weeks before the playoffs, and I was just playing for seeding anyway. So I said, you know what? I'll try it out. I'll play a game where I'm not on conservative. And I kid you not, the first play, I ran the ball and he fumbled. So you just can't play in this league without being on conservative, in my opinion. I mean, if you do it and it works for you, that's cool. But I hate losing the game to something like a fumble. There is nothing worse, no worse feeling than when something that's out of your control says.
Exactly. Right. And that's why I'm not conservative. But Sean Melvin's my second dev up. He is a upcoming pass rusher for me. 22. He'll be 23. So call him 23, and he will join, I believe, 25-year-old pass rusher, both dev'd up. Kalijah Casey, he'll be 25, and he as well is almost there. He'll have actually edge threat next season guaranteed. So he'll have secure tackler, defensive rally, and then edge threat because you need a 90 overall speed rusher, and he'll be there next season. So we will clearly have him, and then hopefully double edge threats eventually. That's obviously the dream pass rush. Him and Melvin on both ends. They're not really going anywhere. Watch out, though, for the retirement of Cam Hayward and Demario Davis. Now, Demario Davis got dev'd up. He got dev'd up. The problem is he'll be a whopping 37 next year from Arkansas State. So we think that he will either be A, unusable and dev'd down, or B, retired. But what a job he's done. 99 awareness, 97 play rec. With the great tackling stats, 87 speed, secure tackler. He was a machine for my team. Watch out for this team to do great things next year, although they did have 2 first-round exits in the last 2 years of the postseason. But anyway, Brett Cott, so as they are still doing their touchdowns and getting the score and whatever, the one thing I will say is talking about the future of this league, are there any regrets you have in your draft? Because this was a fantasy draft. I'm going to go over your team right now, Brett, put it on the screen here. Anything that you would say you would have done differently with the Pittsburgh Steelers?
I would have put more of an emphasis on drafting a safety early, a safety with pick artist. Obviously, I have addressed that by making a trade for Minkah Fitzpatrick, but I had to give up a lot of assets to attain that. I also probably would have put more of an emphasis on drafting those young elite pass rushers and D tackles. I drafted Kenny Clark thinking that he would be good for many years, but he only had his abilities for 1 year. Hines Allen, I had to trade for. Gary, I had to trade for. I love making moves. It's probably the most fun part of the league for me is the roster construction. On the offensive side of the ball, I don't regret what I did. I think drafting the offensive linemen, the 2 young superstar tackles, I think was a good idea. I wish I would have gotten a better tight end in the draft because my offense really just flows a lot better when I have a tight end that I can rely upon, but I solved that issue in the first draft. I don't regret going a bit weak at wide receiver, working with these lower overall guys. I think receiver is a very replaceable position besides the elite guys like Jamar Chase, Drake May, young quarterback, Jonathan Brooks, young running back. I don't regret those. Special teams doesn't really matter. Maybe another corner, maybe like a younger corner.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, your corners were pretty lackluster, but again, you did, trade things and whatever. But my question for you is what do you think about Kenny Clark being dev'd down?
It's tough. If I had more knowledge on the dev system going into this year, I wouldn't have made that draft selection. I believe he was my 4th round pick. That's a high pick in a fantasy draft. So to draft him and have him only have inside stuff for 1 year, that was a tough pill to swallow for me. He's still a good player, a high overall, but he doesn't have those abilities, so he's not really a game breaker in any way.
Sure, Brett. Yeah, I had some dev downs on my team as well, and, I just feel like, going into it, talking about devs in general, this league does dev regression, and not a lot of leagues do that, and I want to explain what that means to the viewers here. Dev regression in franchise is when pretty much the game tells you that once you have a dev, you're not grandfathered in. So what's going to be happening is like age is going to affect a dev down. So like Justin Tucker, okay, who's not even a top 10 kicker this year. Oh no, that's the NFC. Justin Tucker, who was number 5 best kicker, I drafted him at number 10 because of the superstar abilities. Not number 10, 10th round pick, but because I thought, well, he'll last like at least 3-4 solid years. He's actually the only superstar kicker that started the year. So I was like, you can't really dev up your kickers that much, even though the best kicker award does. Every award is a dev up. So normal to star, star to superstar, superstar to X Factor. Even though a kicker can't be an X Factor, you would just stay superstar. But all I'm saying, man, is, you know, when you think about dev ups, it's everything. When you think about players having difficulty deving up, offensive linemen, they can't get dev games. They can't get it from stats. The only way to ever upgrade, and like you can do it in this year's game. I don't know about last year's, but best O-line does get a dev up now. So Landon Dickerson, I believe he actually was already a superstar, but the NFC, you know, Quentin Nelson, well, he as well was probably already superstar. But anyway, if it were to be somehow a normal dev guy, he would be star dev guy somehow got it. Like maybe this guy right here, Matthew Bergeron, he would have got superstar, which is very lucrative because it's hard to get O-line dev ups. Now, as for my team, we talked about Brett. Now we're going to go into my team a little bit more. What is one thing that I really want to see in this team going forward? The holes, whatever, the draft coming up, whatever, free agency, stuff like that. Well, honestly, again, 2 first-round exits in this team, 15-1, just 1 season ago. Michael Penix, normal dev, 70 overall. Now, the one thing I will say in this league, though, that I like is, even though it's a very high-scoring, high XP earned league, we have those dev downs. So, like, it kind of offsets. Like, we let players progress quick if you're able to do that, because we want players to be usable and stars in the league, right? But you can't just have a team of, like, you know, out of 11 offense, 11 defense, you're probably never going to see a team have over 6 superstar offense, 6 superstar defense, just because by the time you get all these devs, like for example on defense, by the time that I may get Gonzalez to superstar, you know, I may have someone who's already aging. Now my team is pretty young, pretty good, but like most teams are going to have a few players who are older. So like let's just say that Casey, let's say that he was a little bit older, right? And he was like 27. Well, in a few years, by the time I get the upgrade for this guy to be superstar, Gonzalez, maybe Casey would be dev down. And what makes players get dev down? What does dev down mean? So it's all chance, okay? More chance than you think, but age has to be number 1, right? So age is number 1 in dev downing, but I had my 22-year-old last year, Jalen Wright, who not having tank is actually huge for all, like this whole year it's been huge. Like I earned my dev up because he was, I think he was offensive rookie of the year last year in the AFC, and he should have got a dev up. They dev'd him down to star dev because how it works is there's an influx. The league does not want, and this is all like a computer, whatever, they don't want so many superstar devs in the league. That would mean abilities everywhere. So, you know, and again, for all you Mutt fans out there, you know what we're talking about. It's more of an offensive game than we've ever seen. You know, KOs not working properly, pass rush abilities. I'm sure there's complaints about like, you know, unstoppable force not triggering on your AKAs. Double or nothing's not bad, whatever. But like, offense is so overpowered, and the Excel clock is broken in Mutt. It's also the same way in our franchise where if you do hurry up offense, the clock does not tick properly. So Michael Penix being a 70 overall normal dev, how do you get him up to almost an 86, 87 star dev in only 2 seasons? Well, it is fair for every user to be fair. And we're going to get back in the game here. But, you know, the last thing I'll say before I go back to the Super Bowl here is just saying, with these devs and stuff like that, you have to keep dev downs in mind, and it really keeps the game fresh and not too overpowered. Like,
they're running plays.
Yeah,
they're running plays.
Yeah, but look, but again, the last thing I'll say is just saying, look, you have to be careful with your dev downs because it makes your management of your team that much more critical. Brett, back to you. We are back in Super Bowl II.
Yeah, so I don't know if the viewers missed it. There was a crazy Justin Herbert scramble for a first down. A lot of in-depth discussion. There's a lot more strategy that goes into the league than you might think. A lot of roster construction, a lot of how young is this player, how long will they keep their dev. That's what keeps me engaged in this mode that doesn't really catch my attention in MUT. MUT, it's just there's usually a binary answer for who's the best player and you should get them, or who's the second best player that's cheaper. In franchise, there's a billion different ways to build your roster, and it's on the manager to decide what they want to do. As Herbert overthrows James Cook there in the end zone, I hate doing that high ball there. I feel like you had Cook, and he could have gotten inside the 5, but he goes for the high ball, I guess, to avoid the defender. I feel like he would have had it regardless. Second and 10, though.
Yeah, Brett, it's either that or just an error throw, over his head.
Right. Herbert trying to get it to Okonkwo, throwing across his body. Of course, that throws red. 3rd and 10. Now for the Bengals. It's kind of hard to get amped back into this game, but it's a 21-21 game. This is a huge possession here for the Bengals. It just might not feel like it because of how long that break was, but
right.
Herbert will scramble up the middle.
There's the fumble, Brett.
He fumbles once again. Oh my God. The coin flip lands on tails once again. 4th and 2 for the Bengals.
Yeah, good reference there, Brett. Tail is back to back. 2 coin flips won there by the Bengals.
1/4 chance. He goes to Cook in the flat. James Cook, touchdown Cincinnati.
Yeah, it's mid-blitz. It's an all-blitz, cover 0. And in that situation, you have to be able to stay home on the running back. And he had the running back. He didn't stay home. Now, I'm going to say it before it happens, Brett, but you not only got to get a field goal or better here, but you need to milk the clock. You need to, again, this is all, and this is good for you MUT viewers out there. You know how the clock works in MUT this year. There is no, clock runoff. We are changing that for next year for more NFL realism with, if you do hurry up, you should not be able to get that spike off. Or if there's only 3 seconds left, how do you get that field goal off? So, we are changing that for next year, but we're going to increase the quarters. That way there's more clock that runs off from, in between snaps. So it will still feel like the same amount of time, but situational football changes back to real football. He had Chase for a step there, but
he might have, but Bryson was using Darnell Savage. When Hayden sees Savage there deep, he doesn't know if he can get that ball in there. It would have been a risky throw. I agree to not throw that ball. I like thinking about the clock, but here, if you're Hayden, you just need to worry about getting 6. And you see this Bengals defense, pressure. He's got Mad Max, the star rookie Stapleton as well. They're getting home on this drive.
Yeah, and really, I think they called a timeout, Cincinnati, or was it San Fran who called a timeout? Do you know who called a timeout? Cincinnati. Smart coaching.
San Fran burned a timeout at the start of the drive. I was very confused by it. Because I feel like you're going to need those 3 timeouts. You're going to want to have them. It's 3rd and long here. This is a big down.
I'd scramble. See? You scramble and you waste maybe 3 more seconds, so it would have been 32 seconds. And then you get the punt off, way better field position. And it's going to be a shank punt here by, I think, JT Scott. See, what a punt.
No, that's a beauty there. Just because it wiggles on the top, that means you got the max power. It just means the accuracy might be a bit. It's not going to get shanked though if it's like that.
Sure. But 36-yard line, it probably would have been like the 30 or 28 if he got that 10-yard scramble, which is pivotal in this game because of how field goal range could be imminent.
So let's look at this situation here. There's a pick, a huge user click on pick for Rodgers, and he's gone. The momentum. What I was just about to say. You're the Bengals. You're up by 7. You get the ball at half. If you can put points up on the board here, this game might be over. But just like that, the score is knotted once again.
Yeah, that's going to be some pizzazz points there for Isaiah Rodgers down the sideline. And, not quite, Tracy Porter moment there to win the Super Bowl back in 2009. But, that's still a pretty good play down the sideline when this team needed it most. Well done, trying to match Passer Tam with that pick from the Bengals earlier in the first quarter.
And I love that kickoff to the side there. You don't want to allow a big kickoff return this late in the half. You want to make Bryson. I'm curious what Bryson will do here. Do you just? I think I know your response. You're going to say, I'm going to have a Hail Mary and I'm going to throw 70 yards. And if I get bailed out, I get bailed out. But it is a risky situation. Herbert does get sacked there. Does Bryson just take this into the half? Clock's running. It looks like he will.
I'm not a big believer of that. And, I might go on out on a limb here, but I see Aaron Rodgers do it in real life. I saw Jaden Daniels do it back in week 8 in the NFL. You see these week 8, week 9. I see these Hail Mary attempts just go by the wayside. I think that's absolutely BS. I think they're really scared of a pick 6, but what they don't understand is you actually have more pros than cons from a Hail Mary. Injuries, that's pretty low odds on a deep play. And even then, a defender could get hurt. And then even though you hate seeing a player, hurting the defense, well, you see, there's no way it's for injuries, right? It's because they don't want to risk a pick 6. But you literally, the odds of a pick 6 are literally the same odds as probably a caught touchdown. And then where there's more pros, you could get a penalty holding by the defense. 5 yards, get closer. It could be a pass interference, spot foul, field goal, 31-20 at halftime. I am not a big believer. I will never be a big believer of doing that. Now, I could really see in real life, but in a video game, you have got to go for the Hail Mary. That's my thoughts. Brett, back to you.
Mm-hmm. In Madden, it's very hard to defend the Hail Mary because you can't click on in that bunch of guys. The odds that you're going to get called for PI because you're trying to user the Hail Mary, it's such great odds. You can't risk it. So when it's your guys when it's CPU versus CPU, anything can happen in this game. I've seen it with my own 2 eyes. I mean, Herbert can get the ball 70 yards, but he does get the ball at half. So I understand being a bit conservative. It's not like he's down in this game. You take the ball to half. You trust your offense here. He's driving once again. He's already got a first down. Here's a second. James Cook. It's that same route from earlier to James Cook.
Yeah, they call it a scissor route. And the reason why they call it a scissor route is it's almost like a, sideways cut and then a sharp cut, like scissors. And, what a job that time. A little jab step. First down, James Cook.
Herbert back to pass once again. He's got that crosser to Okonkwo over the middle into the red zone. Once again, go the Bengals. Chigo Okonkwo.
Yeah, first down in the red zone. And again, this is where offenses, like I said before, where they really earn their pay dirt because, again, not only is it a matter of 7 versus 3, there's a chance it could be 0.
Okonkwo. Another 7 yards for Okonkwo. Bryson's learned that play from me. I love that play, that little quick throw to the tight end in the flat. Seems like he's adopted that into his own playbook there. He scrambles out of the pocket. Herbert does. Out of bounds. 3rd and 3. 3rd and short. We'll see what the Bengals style up here.
I like spacing here. Do about 3-yard curls.
Herbert scrambling, tries getting that ball into the end zone, batted down, throw as he's hit. I think I would take my field goal here.
I would as
Maybe
well. I would as well in
mean,
the Super Bowl. And if you're San Fran, you are undoubtedly contain the quarterback.
He goes to levels once again. I was going to say pre-snap, you see those 3 receivers on the left. That's been his money play this whole game. He goes to levels once again and another first down. That's a gutsy call, but it works out for him. Big-time players make big-time plays in the Super Bowl, and that's a big-time play.
Yeah, I thought he was short of the line to gain. Maybe you might want to challenge it if you're San Fran or Washington the fans tonight. You might say challenge it, but you don't want to waste a timeout in the Super Bowl. If it was, fourth quarter, maybe, but I feel like the challenge...
Herbert, what a play! Oh my God, touchdown! That is just insanity by Justin Herbert. He's got contact all day, no fumble. I'm going to fall forward. I'm going to get 6. This is the biggest game of my life. Get 6 on the board for my team.
Yeah, 7 with the extra point, Brett. But, being up by 7 now, this team is ready to do some more damage. And honestly, I'm going to actually pull up right now, what's been happening with the primetime bets. I want to go right now and see some of these questions. There are some primetime bets. So we can go ahead and continue here, Brett, but I'm going to pull up some of these questions, and I'll explain the primetime bets here in a minute.
Oh, he's got a deep ball here. Yosibas is wide open, but Surtain gets there just in time. Another huge play for the superstar corner. Hayden comes up empty on that deep shot.
Yeah, that's a really good look by Hurts, but
he's going deep again. Danny Gray, his third, a hat trick.
35, 34. Oh my gosh, tie game now.
What a game.
Yeah, tie game, pending extra point. Brett, I do think that you are a half second ahead. I don't know how we're doing on Twitch though. Twitch is a little bit weird. Is there any way you can pause and then unpause, and that way you're just try to buy a second? I think you're 3/4 of a second ahead. 3/4.
Okay, what's your clock at in the top right? The kickoff clock. 4.
5.
Okay. Let me
Yeah, maybe re-click in and then we'll adjust. Sorry, viewership for that. Even though it's only 1 second, is a big difference for commentating some big plays there. I don't want you guys to be affected for your viewership because of that.
Can you reload your stream too?
Yes, I will right now, Brett. Let me go ahead and get back.
Because if I pause and unpause, it just gets back up to where it's live. So.
All right, so right now,
be a bit of an
so right now my play clock.
5, 4, 3.
We're good, Brett. We're good. Brett, we're good.
Cool.
Brett, back
Sounds
to you.
Good.
Brett, back to you.
All right, 1st and 10 once again for the Bengals. Danny Gray, just what a moment for this kid. 3 touchdowns in the biggest game of his life. Now how will Herbert respond? He's got the crosser open over the middle. Hollywood Brown, green grass in front of him, down to the 34.
Yeah, going over these primetime bets really quick, what we do is teams who don't make the postseason have a chance to get a star dev and also plus attributes for some bets. Not like real gambling or whatever. It's just pick 'em props. And then whoever has the most right gets the rewards. So next play, back to you, Brett.
All right, Herbert looking long once again. It's Albert O, Broncos legend, the backup tight end, getting involved here for the Bengals. A tight window, tight throw, first down, once again.
Yeah, so some of the props are who will win the NFC Championship game. Hopefully you had Niners. 2, will there be a 55-plus yard touchdown pass or run in the game? There easily was.
Absolutely.
Yep, there was. That one's a yes, and it was, some bombs in the pass game. underneath there for 7. But next one, will there be a team that wins by 10 plus in the Super Bowl? Not looking great, but we'll see. Number 4, will there be a field goal of over 47 plus yard field goal? Will we have a Vinatieri moment where a field goal is made from 47 plus to win it and get glory for their team? 2nd and 3 here for Herbert. We have gun bunch look. Derwin James in the box. Talking about save his Brett. There's a good save right there.
Crossing routes once again. Little zig route. It was there for just a second, but the user was close enough to bait the throwaway.
Well, the one thing I'll say, how about this? Number 6, will there be a successful onside kick or pick 6? There was a pick 6.
There was the pick 6.
Isaiah
That is a
Rodgers,
yes.
unbelievable if you said that. And last one is, will there be an interception in the 4th quarter? We'll find out next. Brett, back to you.
Wow, screen! That is an incredible call. I'd never see Bryson go to the screen. He dials it up there. Hayden was ready for it. 4th and 3, another big-time call, just like the last drive. He went for it last time. He got it. Will he get punished this time?
Yeah, 4th and 3. Here we go. Big moment. I would still contain Herbert. Watch these zigs. Watch James Cook. Watch Okoro.
Crossing route over the middle. He might have had it. High balls into the end zone. It's a pick. Derwin James, the user for Hayden, gets the job done there.
Yeah, he actually profits yards. You know, when you intercept at the touchback, 20-yard line, a lot better than your own 10.
And that's some big-time yards. Nobody wants to be inside the 10 or around the 10, especially when you look at this Bengals pass rush with Mad Max and Stapleton on the edge. Now it'll be Hurts back out on offense, trying to get the Niners the lead. A run for Jonathan Taylor. That's the first time we've talked about him in a while. He's having a really quiet night.
Yeah, you know, really I'm kind of questioning these offensive schemes with the run game, but it does show how powerful not only DBs are, but also the air raid schemes. Overthrow there, 3rd and 11.
That's a big overthrow. He had him there, but it just comes up short. 3rd and long. It'll be bunch for Hurts and the Niners late in the 3rd. Dialing up some verticals concept. He's got the crosser over the middle. Who else? Danny Gray once again for the first down.
Yeah, first down, it's cover 2 man. The problem, the man coverage versus Danny Gray was not evident in the middle of the field. Good read, good completion, good conversion.
First down now, once again for Hurts. We'll see if he audibles out of this run look. It looks favorable for the offensive lineman, but just bad luck there. And Taylor goes down after some Madden animation fun. That'll probably end the 3rd quarter. A 35-35 shootout in the biggest game of these two kids' lives.
Yeah, I mean, this is it. You know, we give away a gift card for every Super Bowl winner. We really encourage you guys to sign up in this league. And, you know, right now we're slam-packed and we're full and we have a lot of active users. But, you know, if there's ever 1 or 2 spots that open up, especially for Man 26, when we actually redo the whole draft, we draft for the whole year. We do 6 or 7 seasons, preferably 7, and it lasts the whole year until the next Madden.
Correct. And if you are on PS5 and you want to play in a college football dynasty, we have slots available for that. So there is usually a link for that. Discord.
It's going to
Matt's
be
descriptions of his videos.
Yeah, even this is a big play here. First down, give him 12. But yeah, it's always in my YouTube live stream descriptions, video descriptions, and of course my actual YouTube channel bio. But really next year for college it will be crossplay. So if you like college football, recruiting, college football in general, the excitement, whatever, game day hype, obviously next year if you're on Xbox or PC, then please join my college football dynasty. But this is it, man. Going for that gift card, courtesy of Coach K Football. But this is it, Brett. I mean, you can't shoot clock yet, but 35-35. I mean, if you score here and then get a stop and it's under 3 minutes, you then can chew clock.
Yes. The moral of the story is join the Discord for Madden and college football. We talk about MUT, cut, franchise, every football fan stream, IRL football. So join if you're not in those yet. 3rd and 1 here for Hurts. Play action. I love going play action there, but it's just bagged. But Hurts, an incredible play to get the first.
That's textbook. It really is, but both sides. I like how Bryson was able to switch stick and try to, user the flat guy and then cut off the running back route. But in doing so, it stopped the contain. He then cuts inside. First down. Good play by Hurts.
Hayden goes back to Taylor here, and there's Tank getting Hayden the first down.
Yeah, I mean, it's in the name, right? He's a tank. And, really we're seeing a lot, as an epidemic in this league. Not everyone can get it, but you're going to see it mostly on tight ends and running backs.
Once again, power football here for the Niners. I love the play calling adjustments. Playing safe football, you don't want to turn the football over. He's relied on the run game to get down to this point, but now that you're in the red zone, it's hard to run. So you're going to have to find a way to dial up a pass to get into the end zone here. 2nd and down, 2nd and goal, he will go to the play action, and that crosser was there, but it's a click on there by Bryson. What a play there by his user to stop that play from converting.
Yeah, I run that play mode all the time. It's, a play action. It's a weak, back to the backside, and you really have 3 options. You have a scramble, the flat, or the mid read, and he really should have scrambled a little bit, slide in bounds, chew clock, 2-minute warning, but it is what it is. 3rd and goal here from the 9.
We see levels once again. The concept of the game, the crossers. He's got Chase over the middle. He's got 6. Touchdown 49ers.
Yeah, good patience there by, Hurts. Going through his progressions, the streak, no, the first little drag, it was there, but not for a touchdown. He makes the correct read. I would have waited maybe a half more second, but he made it. The CIT by Chase, phenomenal. The LSU product, 42-35. And this is also where, and the chew clock rules are simple, right? You can chew clock at any point under 3 minutes of any half in this league. And you also have a no 4th down rule, which is pretty cool. Big return there by Kenny to the 42. So we have no 4th down rules because, Jack Campbell in real life goes for it, or sorry, Dan Campbell. Dan Campbell goes for it a lot. Coaches are going for it more and more today. So we have no 4th down rules. The chew clock rule in effect. Here we go, Brett.
Over the middle, incomplete to Johnston. I love... Why is he pausing? Uh-oh.
It could be a sub out or something. Who knows?
There we go.
But all I'm going to say is,
we're back.
So you can chew clock at any point if you're up by 17 plus points, game script, if you're winning by 3 possessions, you want to milk the clock a little bit, right? But this is it.
Herbert, back to pass once again. He did this last week versus the Colts to get him to this point. A clutch drive is what is needed for this young superstar quarterback. He's done it all year. Can he do it one more time in the biggest game of his life?
Yeah, one thing I'll say about this drive, it's a legacy drive. Who's winning the AFC-NFC battle? Is it 2-0 AFC or 1-1 split?
Going to Shakir. That is a tight window, but it's there. And it's another first down for the Bengals. And if I'm the Bengals, here's where you think about chewing that clock. And that's exactly what he does. That's smart coaching. You want to make sure that you don't leave Hayden with too much time. This is the last drive of regulation. Cook along the sideline. It's incomplete, overthrown, 2nd and 10.
Yeah, I was going to say it. As we know, I like to talk and stuff, but there's so many things to talk about in this football league, in real football. situational football, and especially in the freaking Super Bowl, right? But I'm calling my timeouts on defense. It's an offensive game. You have sorry.
I disagree.
Really?
You trust your defense. You trust your defense. You let the clock tick. If he goes down to the goal line, it's the hardest place to score in this game. Imagine if you can get a stop. You don't want to have him having his timeouts. I feel like you let the clock roll a little bit more, maybe around like 30 seconds. I'm comfortable with calling them, because what's he going to do with 20 seconds? You see him start to call it now. I agree with starting to call your defensive timeouts now. Now he's inside the 10. You still have that opportunity to trust your defense, get a stop here. If you can't, you have time on the clock to go and kick the game-winning field goal. 1st and 10 here for Herbert. He'll go to Cook in the flat. That's a big incompletion now. Now if you're the Niners, even if you give up a touchdown, you're guaranteed to get the ball back with some time.
Yeah, that's what an incomplete pass did. And, I'm really a big believer of those timeouts, because in an offensive game, you got to almost anticipate a score.
Herbert, once again, incomplete. You see, here's where you let the clock bleed, because if you get a stop here, Bryson is going to have very little time. He does have all 3 of his timeouts, which is good, but run, that's around 15 seconds worth of play, 20 seconds if you count the punt. Bryson might only have time for a Hail Mary. He's manning up this route. Derwin, and it's picked off Forbes, and this might end the game. Forbes, can he get into the end zone?
Unbelievable.
30, 20,
Unbelievable.
10,
Unbelievable, Brett.
San Francisco.
Holy smokes.
They're going to be hoisting the Lombardi Trophy.
Santa
What a
Maria.
play.
Oh my gosh. Santa Maria, man. San Francisco. They're in a frenzy right now in front of their home turf. And holy smokes, California. So many losses versus the Chiefs. They lost versus the Ravens in the power outage game 12 years ago. I don't believe it. They're up by 14. I will say, though, if the Bengals can get a score quick, onside kicks, if you saw my game,
if the Bengals can win, if they can win this game, I have never seen anything more remarkable than that. Just think about the Bengals. They had this game. They were up 7 with the ball, getting the ball at half. And you think about that pick 6 to end the first half. That completely changed this game. Herbert running around. He's got nothing downfield. Throw out of bounds. 26 seconds left. You do have all 3 timeouts, but there's just not enough time. And the Niners know you're going deep.
Yeah, I would even consider, if I was the Niners, not doing the pick 6, which sounds absurd, but you could fall down the 1 yard line, knee, and he would have only
kick the field goal.
Exactly.
And you're up 2 scores. There's a pick.
Emmanuel Forbes, who I believe plays for the Niners in real life. Am I wrong?
I honestly, it's that or the Commanders. I don't know why he seems like a Commander to me.
If I'm the Bengals, I'm calling my timeouts there until till the death for the Super Bowl. But this is it, Brett. We're gonna play the special music here. The Niners have done it. They are the champions.
What a Super Bowl at Levi Stadium.
Unbelievable. The Niners are the champions of the NFC and the Super Bowl.
Nobody believed in the NFC. They said the AFC is more calm. We got all the good players. We got the Colts that are 17-0. We got Matt Kennedy. We got Bryson. But the Niners said, fuck you. We're on top this year.
There's Randy Moss, former Niner.
The confetti in the air. The Niners, Super Bowl champions, and I think undoubtedly, us in the booth, the Super Bowl MVP has to go to Danny Gray.
Yeah, absolutely. He's going to be your key bank. Well, actually, you know what? I'm going to say Emmanuel Forbes. But look, You know,
he did ice the game. He did make the game-changing play. But Gray, three touchdowns.
Three scores, right? Yeah.
That's incredible in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, you know, it's a big time moment for Jalen Hurts and, you know, really Jamar Chase and, you know, this high powered offense, John Taylor and stuff like that, because John Taylor being 28, 29, he's a few years from a dev down, no more tank, whatever. You need to have that. And the tank really came in downhill towards the fourth of the stretch of the, end of the game there. You know, that's where running matters the most. Close games, late, clock situations, moving the sticks, and it showed right there. So like I said, now comes a bigger part of the stream, which is, first of all, any watchers out there, whatever, we really appreciate you. What a great game it was in the Coach K Football League, as Hayden is going to win a gift card or a Venmo cash out of his choice. We will figure out what he wants on my end. I'll DM him and all that stuff. But the first one went to the Colts. The second winner is going to go to the NFC and the Niners. Really keeps both conferences in check. I mean, Brett, any last words here before we go into the Discord and invite some people in here?
I just got Hayden. Hayden's joining us. We're going to get a live interview with the Super Bowl champion Hayden and the San Francisco 49ers. How does it feel to be on top?
Oh, man, it just feels amazing. I never would have thought when I joined this league that I would be a host holding up the Lombardi trophy. Oh, it's just unreal.
Yeah, it's tough, Hayden, and, it's really good you're here in the league, and we really appreciate you, especially being a Browns fan, the Browns community out there, 216. But, I mean, Hayden, it's kind of hard to say this now, but, yeah, you won a Super Bowl, but what's your next thing now going forward?
I don't know. I guess just keep on competing every game, A Super Bowl is the ultimate goal. So now that, I've got it, it's basically everything else is just gravy.
Absolutely. And Hayden, I want you to take us into your mindset. You're down by 7 and Bryson has the ball and Bryson's getting the ball at half and you get that pick 6. It felt like the momentum flipped in that moment. What was going through your mind there?
Oh, I just knew it was huge. I had just taken 2 really bad sacks, and I was backed up, and I was punting basically from my own end zone, and then I managed to hit a nice deep one with J.K. Scott, and I think he was on the 36, so it wasn't it wasn't terrible field position, but it also was pretty good for me to get out of that situation. And then of course the pick 6 was just massive.
Yeah.
If I didn't get it there, I was down by 10 at half. If he scored a touchdown, I would have been down by 10 without the ball, and just extremely tough situation. But I managed to get that, and then I just stayed in the game and I battled hard and I managed to pull through in the end.
Absolutely. And what do you have to say to, in my opinion, the Super Bowl MVP of this game? What do you have to say about Danny Gray's performance?
Oh, he's just unbelievable. I managed to get him, like, when in the fantasy draft, the CPU actually took him for me. Wow. I drafted Jamar Chase in the first round, and then I took Trey Palmer, who is probably my best receiver last year, and then I developed him, and now he's a superstar. And now Danny Gray is really emerging himself into that third wide receiver that can get these key matchups for me, and he's just dominating. I'm so happy with his performance.
Yeah. I mean, it's really nice, and they really say it only takes one, and so it's always good to have one out of maybe the 7 seasons we'll play here, and again, one AFC, one NFC, and it's going to be very curious to see now what happens for some of these dev regressions and stuff like that. But making a Super Bowl is awesome. Winning it is even better. So again, congratulations, Hayden, to you out there and the San Fran Nation out there. We are now going to go ahead and sim here and see some live reactions of even retirements, right, Brett?
Yeah, retirements. It should be dev regressions as well.
So we'll go over
with,
it here, in the stream for probably about 20 minutes max, and then the rest will be off stream. So anyone who wants to get who wants to follow the franchise storyline of the YouTube series. Also we have Greg, Zandy, Panzer in the chat. How we doing, guys? You want to go ahead and mic off and talk for a little bit as well.
What's up?
Hey, Greg, how you doing, man? The Discord. So
Congrats, 49ers.
yeah,
Doing good.
Yeah, nice, man. Nice, Andy. Nice, Greg.
I would have said the next best thing is to win another Super Bowl, but I guess not for them.
Yeah, facts. Here we go, guys. Advanced week.
I mean, I
Advance.
pray to God, Jared Verse, keep the superstar. You finally got a superstar. Please,
This is
please,
it.
please.
This is the best part about the NFL is that
This is
If my
it.
tackles don't retire, we're good.
Retirements.
If my tackles don't retire, we're good. If my tackles don't retire, we're good. I'm so nervous.
All right, view
Oh,
retirements.
we got storylines. Okay, view retirements. Who retired?
Holy
Who retired?
shit. Please tell
Joe
me
Flacco?
Hayward retired.
I
What the
don't
fuck?
see Hayward. I don't see Hayward. Oh no. Joe Patino retired. No.
Davis retired.
Darius
Damn. Cam
Darius
Hayward
Slade?
stayed.
Brandon Sheriff, a whole bunch of good old linemen. Demario
Oh
Davis
my god.
retired.
Cam
good
Hayward.
player.
Whole bunch of
Demario
old
Davis,
linemen retired, bro.
Very slay.
Whole bunch of old linemen.
Gordon's still here.
Holy shit, dude.
Oh my god.
I'm
the
surprised
Ravens-
Xavier
Greg,
Worthy
I'm not
didn't
gonna lie.
retire after
Greg,
how
you
pissed
lost your
off he
left guard and
was.
left tackle. That's crazy.
And they were
And
back
you don't
up.
have draft picks. And you don't have
They're-
draft picks.
they were
Oh
back
my
up.
god.
I'll find
the
you
backups?
backup.
They're backups? Okay, then.
All right, who
I
got
thought they were
Dev
starting
down?
for you.
Anyone? So
I need to go check.
Hold on.
Oh,
So
God,
any
God.
shocker retirements? I mean, Flacco, Myers, Campbell. So Davis retired for me, which is kind of big, but he would have been unusable anyway. But
Oh, okay.
Cam
Oh, sorry,
Hayward,
my bad,
dude.
my bad.
Fuck. Cam Hayward's like
Bro,
37.
Matt, just saying.
Wow.
My hidden death guy, he was an X Factor before the last, the thing, what I was talking to you about. He is now a star death.
That's so dumb.
All
Jalen
right,
Wright.
so this-
Oh my god, no way.
Did Jalen Wright keep his superstar?
He did. That's
Jared
huge.
Verse kept his
But I
superstar. That is
lost one of my
huge.
receivers. So
How Deontay Banks keep his superstar?
let's go.
So-
my running back keeps it.
For my team, Rashawn Gary won the best D lineman. He got up to superstar, and then he immediately regressed. And Kenny Clark is now a normal dev. Normal dev. He might
Okay, so I
freaking
can send my
retire
trades in?
next year.
Wait, can I send my
Oh.
trades in now?
Yes. Everyone
Okay,
can
I'm
send their
sending them
trades in.
trades. Oh my.
But on the
regress.
offensive side of the ball, Jaden Reed kept his dev. Jaden Reed has superstar. Jonathan Brooks has superstar. So the Steeler offense will be better than ever for next year.
Xavier Worthy has super.
Bro, he devved down twice. No way he devved down twice. Thomas Murray is now a star dev from X Factor. And I didn't even get the. Oh my god.
Dude, Cam Hayward's an 85 star.
Oh,
He's an 85 star, so he's definitely not worth like 30 million. But
bro.
I mean, I still needed a DT, so it kind of helps. I mean, kind of, but he's still like, dude. Good news for me, I got no dev downs. Besides that, I thought
There
wait.
was no way Nico Collins became a star.
Nico
What?
Collins, the star.
Damn.
Wow. I am curious what the shocker dev down of the year is. Last year it was Brian Burns. I'm so curious to see who got screwed over this year.
DeAndre
Oh
Swift
my
kept his
God.
dev.
Yeah, Jamin Davis went from an X Factor to a star.
Wow.
Wait, who did?
Jamin Davis, sort of.
Oh,
I'm
Jameen
sending them
Davis,
both
the
of my trades.
linebacker. Yeah, Jameen Davis.
Both
Yeah.
of my
Both of my trades
rookies
in.
are
I'm sending
normal
both of my
dev
trades
now.
in.
No.
And then my cornerback one, this guy went from superstar to star.
Dude, all I'm gonna say is I didn't lose anything, and I gained 2 devs. So I mean, I lost Demario Davis, but it saved some kind of cap, I guess. But I mean,
Fred
So
Warner
we're on
still has
staff.
his
We're on
X
staff
Factor.
week. How long do we have to stay here on staff week? Are we good to go on to re-sign players in like an hour or 30 minutes or whatever?
Yeah, we might sim
Absolutely
soon.
trade.
Yeah,
So that's the first trade. All right, where's the Bengals? We're getting.
Oh, golly. Bengals already looking to next year.
He been here. I had this trade set up like mid-season, like not mid-season. I would say late season, like a few weeks ago. So
I'm
that's
gonna
the
throw it-
Saints.
I'm gonna throw out some names that are available for trade. We have Denzel Ward. He'll be on the trade
Oh, you
block.
just paid so much for him. That's such an like. I'm
Um,
not saying that. That's so bad. That's so bad.
We have T. Higgins on the trade block. We have
Ooh,
Bobby Okereke on the trade block.
Bobby Okereke.
And Kyle Duggar on the trade block right now.
dude. I'm gonna tell people we
Those are
sim.
my two trades. Those are my two trades. Those are
Okay,
my two
by the
oh, wait,
way-
I have to put the exact. I have to put the exact.
DK
People in
Metcalf
this league
factor.
get 4 trades from offseason to offseason, so there's a lot of availability for people to make moves.
James
We'll
McCaffrey
have
lost
to-
his X Factor.
Wow. What's Cooper Cup?
They gave him superstar up to Super Bowl, but he dropped back down the
Oh
star.
yeah. I'm
He's
gonna
star
send
again?
you
Wow.
over.
Yeah.
Daniil Hunter kept his star.
Tariq
At
Woolen got
31.
superstar.
Let's go.
Jesus
I need to see what
Christ.
trades.
Oh my God, Stroud, Nakua, and that's an X for me. I'm sorry, that is crazy. For Burrow,
I put the wrong trade for the Saints. Don't look at that one yet. I meant the Bengals, not that one.
I'm just
Whoa,
I have to
that
fix that.
Cowboys trade is horrible. What did I just read?
yeah.
He's giving up his QB and his star wide receiver.
Why would
for-
you trade Stroud and Nakua
Yeah,
for,
that makes
a-
no
a-
sense.
for an older quarterback?
I have a question. Are we allowed to hire these former head coaches to be on the team?
I mean,
believe
yeah, I
anything is,
guess.
fair game.
Yeah, it is fair game. Go ahead. I mean, as long as no one started with. I mean, because like he won't be your head coach, because your head coach is still you.
Yeah.
So yeah, there is a season recap here for the stream and everyone else. So 49-35, San Fran Niners win their 6th Super Bowl in history of San Fran, and obviously first for CKFL. But and I want to see who I think in game the MVP.
Coach K just asking, do I have to put the exact pick I'm giving up or I'm getting? Or is it okay if I said like
for the
6
trade.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
for the
okay.
trade request, yes. So don't.
I
Put
mean,
up,
for picks this year, obviously next year you don't know, but yeah, the more info the better. Helps us out on the
Take a
committee.
splash on the roster. We're gonna make it just
All right, let me.
free safety.
Yeah, there we go. Dan Quinn's coming to Baltimore.
Love it, dude. All I'm gonna say is this, man. Danny Gray got Super Bowl MVP, and it was well earned.
Absolutely, he had the game of his life.
Yeah, like I said, I mean, I don't really think there were any like major retirements that were crazy. I mean,
Well, the O line there were a lot of good O linemen who left, like Joe Bottino and them.
yeah,
I would say,
mean,
like in my personal view,
Panthers are
O
screwed.
line matters. O line really
Defensive
matters.
player of the year.
Where is he? Where is he? Draft picks. So my 6th round pick is number.
Demario Davis, Pro Bowl last season, man, good for him. Sucks that he's gone though, dude.
There's no way Tariq Woolen won Defensive Player of the Year over Dallas Turner. There's
So we
no
may
way.
sim then, because right now we're kind of just in like it's called staff.
I did
week.
my storylines moment. I'm good to move on. If everyone in this call wants
Same,
to move
I'm
on,
good.
I think
I just need to
it's not really
resign.
it's not that important if you miss it.
Yeah, you can still hire and fire coordinators later, correct?
Right.
All right, we're gonna
He's
sim
had the
then.
offensive player of the year and the defensive player of the year.
So no
Let's
one.
see how much.
So like no one got any like BS dev downs that's like it's like uncalled for, because like last year I would say my again, my 22-year-old got devved down. That was kind of bullshit. But I mean, like any uncalled for ones, I guess not. Maybe.
I think Rashawn Gary winning best D line.
My rookie who had the X factor was BS for me, bro.
True.
That was he had an
right.
X factor. He went from an X factor to a star dev, and I'm getting rid of Swift, so it just made it worse.
All right, how much do I need to pay Minkah Fitzpatrick on the tag?
Good luck.
Wow, 1 year, $18.4 million. I will take that any day of the week.
Yep,
that's not bad.
That's really cheap.
Fred is not.
He wanted 21.5 million a year. So I actually got him cheaper on the tag, which that's fine, especially because it's his younger years. All right. Anyone else I want to re-sign?
Ounce.
I do
Derwin
not want to pay Fred Warner.
Factor to star.
He's beat 72 million in cap room. I don't want to negotiate. I don't want to sign old people.
Okay, and then I have to go to the Bengals.
Let's go. I just got a trust gain plus 20 more out of my player because I earned trust with him.
Yeah, I got one too for Byron Murphy.
I mean,
I'm ready
wait, hold on. Has all morale reset? So now to the Super Bowl, it's now like it's like.
I don't think morale's reset because my morale's still down.
Damn it. So if I have plus 20 morale now with him, it's like, dude, does that even really matter? I doubt it. I think he has 99 morale now for me, Jalen Ray.
Wait, Brett, what did you tag Minkah for? How much was it?
Like 18 million.
Fred Warner 12.2. Thank God.
It's by position. It's by position.
Yeah.
So
he wanted so much. He wanted like 110. It was crazy.
I was not paying Minkah, 4 years, 20-something million, and watching him get regressed after 1 year or whatever. I'll pay him on the tag. That's fine by me.
Yeah.
Yeah, all I'm gonna say is Cam Hayward's 25 million. So the good news is that he's more expensive next year at 27 million, but I doubt he'll go one more after this to 38.
Our trades are all been pretty much good. I have 2 big trades. Well, not big trades, but I would say they're big.
I'll have more time to look. All I could look at was the Cowboys one and just know there's not even a thought involved. It's just...
Go look at mine, please. I need to know if I can get those 2. I need those 2 trades to go good.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna look at those 2 as well. Yep, exactly.
I mean, when you're listing trades, can you please list the position and age and maybe development trait too?
Well, I put for DeAndre Swift, I just put 90 overall with the SS, and then I said for him he's for the one I said the first one is DeAndre Swift 90 overall superstar. For Johnny Wilson, James Williams, and then the third.
I don't know who James Williams is.
He was a 6'4" safety converted to linebacker, so he plays on the. He's like a 60-something overall. He's not high or anything.
I mean, overall, position, dev.
Okay. Oh, and I'm switching. I'm just letting y'all know if this trade does go through, I will be switching Johnny Wilson back to receiver because this guy switched him from receiver to tight end. I want to use him.
Oh my God! Raheem Mostert now is 65. Goodbye. Salute.
He's a 65 overall?
Yeah, but he's cut. I cut him 34.
Wow. 65.
What's his speed?
Damn.
What a waste of a pick by me. I think I drafted him in the 4th round.
Oh my God!
He got Chase Brown.
He died. Yo, you did him dirty. Oh my God!
He's still fast, though. He's still fast.
Yeah, I still cut him.
I don't care if he's fast. He's 65. That means his injuries are probably high too.
He's 34. He's done. It's Chase Brown season, or we're gonna.
What did you expect drafting a 34-year-old?
I was going for the first year. First year.
Win now team.
I thought Fields would take us to the promised land.
Why can't I see free agents right now? I was so curious to see
I put
Raheem's stats.
their overall and their position beside them. Oh shoot!
Free
well, you guys know
agents.
Jamal.
Yeah.
Florida-
So
What's their dev tree? Can you include their,
Okay, for Johnny Wilson's a star, and for James Williams, he's a normal. And then Cleveland's third round pick, which I need to go find. It's Cleveland's.
Are we
third round
simming to the round one of free agency tonight, or is that going to be tomorrow?
it's,
Yeah,
probably,
pick
gonna
number
be tomorrow
75.
because we gotta give people a chance for franchise tagging.
Okay.
Yeah, tomorrow
That's
afternoon.
right.
Tomorrow afternoon, and then we're gonna fly by free agency because the only thing that really matters are like the first two rounds of free agency because like everyone's gonna be going for these bids, and then like for round one, boom, round two you go again, and then at that point going into round 3 and 4, it's literally scraps, better backups, you change your bids, whatever. But the goal is Wednesday nights our draft, so we really have like a 48-hour period here. to get all this
When
stuff in.
do you plan on simming to free agency round 1, and then when do you plan on simming to free agency round 2? What times do you think those should be?
I think we're probably gonna do like a 4. Probably.
I think 4 p.m. 4 p.m. sim go to
Like-
free agency 1. 10 p.m. sim go to free agency 2.
Okay.
And then maybe 2 p.m. or 4 p.m. the day after.
Yeah, the next day,
Yeah.
right? But, well, I might even do like a 4 to like 10:30 because then if it's if it's too late and you go to bed or you're busy or whatever, then yeah, you have a chance to do it the following morning / early afternoon.
Right.
But yeah, we'll figure it out nevertheless. But all I know is I didn't really get. I mean, any dev downs, I'm pretty much chilling, but like I said, I have Cam Hayward one more year, sadly. And if he goes till 38, I'll be pissed. But,
God damn it. I should have beat the fucking 49ers.
dude, I mean, I don't blame you. You lost by 3, but yeah,
I mean,
it's
was that the closest?
win.
Was that the closest points wise?
I think so.
No, I lost by 3 also in the first.
Omi,
Damn.
yeah.
Wow.
Would you guys say that trade is fair? But
I mean,
the Bengals
honestly,
one?
I feel like Swift is worth a bit more, but I don't think it's egregious enough for me to exit.
I
So-
knew he was worth more. I just didn't want to.
He's also a running back. He's a running back,
His
and I don't
age.
really.
That's what I was thinking because he's 27 this year,
I'm
so
gonna
he
check
does
right
have
now.
2 years left. Huh? You said what?
Yeah, I'm gonna check right now. Yeah, so I'm gonna end the stream anyway for people out there
I mean,
watching.
if he's
so.
27, yeah. The other
Yeah.
one.